Propellor is a cross-genre ensemble that we developed at Snape Maltings on the open space residency. As a clarinetist working as a classical player and a contemporary player, I was just dying for an outlet to explore those kind of fuzzy edges that we all have interest in. And so it's a mix of contemporary classical, jazz, improvisation, electronic, early music influences, folk music influences, field recording, and trying to use the oral space and the visual space, interestingly. Loom is a Cumbrian dialect word. It means a slow and silent movement of water in a deep pool. The piece itself follows the watercourse backwards from the sea up to the sky. So when you walk in, you're walking with the ensemble, and the sound of the sea is washing around the space. So we have surround sound, and we fly some speakers and this image of just this swirling water. And one by one, the band sit down and start playing, and then you're in with us for an hour. We're interviewing people from the different locations that we go and perform it to share their stories, their little recollections that they feel connects them to the watercourse. So it's a real collective story, basically, in sound and visuals, because we also project onto the floor. We've got this huge 4-meter diameter circle, which looks like a big pool of light. It's the brightest thing in the room, and at the end of the piece we leave one by one to the sound of the rain, and the room fills with the sound of the rain. It starts right up in the top and centre of the room and just gradually sort of comes out and envelops everybody. It's a very sort of, it feels like a nice way to finish things. Thought all these people in a room together would be brilliant, and I'd love to hear what it sounded like. And everyone has got their own strengths, and that was kind of what the process gave us. The 2 years was to sort of find what people wanted to do in the group as well. So I naively thought we'd write this first piece together, but I mean that would have taken years, I think. So in the end, I wrote the piece and I gave bones to people, and just trusted everyone to kind of flesh out where they felt they wanted to. Interestingly, I think in the future that we could just go into a studio and write something together now, and that's what Snape gave us, was just this place to drop all the things in the water and see what colour they made. Maybe that's what I'm most pleased with, that I think we've ended up with a group that doesn't sound like another group, and it doesn't sound like some kind of fusion that doesn't have its own identity. It feels, I certainly feel very sure of what we are.